lie there in that old curiosity shop.
Oh, this poor hot mess. All right, I've got some work to do. Now, as you know, I bought 2 of these at a flea market a long time ago. I restored one, and I'm not going to show you that one yet. It's hanging in my window. Well, you might have already seen it if you've watched me before. This dates to the about 1947, 1948. And we have a metal wreath with Bakelite sockets. Focus in here for you. All right. And all of these foil leaves, which are crushed and bent. There are the sockets under there. Okay. This is the transition from the cloth wire into the other type of insulation, the rubbery insulation, which you really started to see quite a bit of that after the Second World War. All right, so all these foil leaves have to be straightened out. The cord itself, we don't have to rewire it, which is a blessing because that would be a pain. Oh, the reflectors. What a mess. They are crushed and bent. You can see how delicate they are. And this is really this one is in worse shape than the other one. So I'm going to do the best that I can with what's left. This is what's left. And then wrapped all around it was this Visca stuff, V-I-S-C-A. And this, you can see it turns brown. This would have been a beautiful, look how green it was when it was new. Yeah. So after all this time and the heat from the light bulbs, it turns brown. And all you have to do is just touch it, and these little pieces just fall right off. But we'll get it the best that we can. So we're going to straighten out these leaves, do the best I can with the foil over here, get the Visca wrapped around it, and I may doctor it up with a few other pieces. And then I'll show you the one that I restored a couple of years ago, and then this second one. All right, very good. Very good. Okay, so far you can see that this one is in, well, not horrible condition. We have 2 layers. There's a red layer and a blue layer. I flattened out the red layer. One leaf has been broken off, but we've got it. So that, once we flatten this out, we're going to have to put it back on. So I'm either going to be using hot glue or super glue, and we'll get this leaf glued back onto the back. Now what I'm going to do is sort of, these are very crinkly. We'll get as much of the wrinkles out as possible by, I'm going to use this little wallpaper roller here. And this will really, you can see this is really flattening them out. Now, some of you are saying, oh, you're ruining your table. No, this is an old, hardy oak table, and I guess I should put a cloth down, but the table's already pretty beat up, and I'm not really concerned about it. So anyway, once we use the roller, see, they flatten out beautifully. And I'll continue to flatten out this outer layer, and then we will be unfolding this blue layer. Let's unfold the blue layer right now. Okay, there's the blue layer, and we're not missing any of the blue petals, right? You see how it's just held together with staples? And there's a little, in black ink, hard to see it, there's a little Japan stamp right there. Yeah. So we're going to be sort of rolling this out, smoothing all of these out, and this won't take too long. And this is really pressing these out very well. This is just like, you know, almost like tin foil. I don't know if they call it tin foil anymore. I guess it's aluminum. Maybe it's not even aluminum anymore. Ooh, that one is starting to come off. All right, we're gonna have to reinforce that one. So that's pretty flat there. Let's keep going on this side and just flatten these out as much as possible. And then the way I restored the other one was I went and I got myself a pencil and I stuck that in and made the little loop-de-loops. And let's see one. Well, these are all so crushed. You can see here that they were looped over. See that? Sort of curled over into like little cones. So, all right. We're on our way. We're on our way. All right, we've got that glued in place. And I could have used a hot glue gun, but this little super glue, I have these little tiny super glues and that'll be just fine. So we're gonna go ahead and really let that dry. We'll set it aside for 10 minutes or so. And okay, one down, and are you happy I put a cloth down? I know you are. Okay, now we've got the rest of them to go. Not so bad. That's a hot mess. Boy, that was ridden hard and put away wet. And then this poor thing, and then look, we've got all of these little blue pieces we have to glue on. So, you know, I've always told you I love working with my hands. I love a project. I'm a task-oriented person, and I'm going to sit here and spend the next hour working on these, and then we'll come back and we'll see how well I've done. I hope it turns out okay. Merry Christmas. Okay, take a look at, oh my gosh, the 5 reflectors. Now, this one, all ready to go. Ready to just curl these ends, and we're good to go on that one. This one, we're missing several petals. I think we've got, well, the gold outside petal is completely gone. Lost to history, never to be seen again. But the blue ones, I think we've got enough of them. To piece them all back together again. Okay, I can do that whole blue circle, but that gold piece is missing. And then there was one remaining blue, and that will go. Nope, that's gold. All right, that will go maybe on this one. Are these blue? Yes, these are blue. Okay, so the inner blue, that's the one missing from there. We can complete that circle. Wonderful. Now, all right, so we can do, we're missing some teeth here. And as you know, I'm missing a tooth too now. This outer red piece, these are gone. You know, they must have fallen off years ago. I can dig through my box of reflectors and try to find something to replace them with, or we just go as is and say, forget it. Let's just go ahead and curl them up and stick them on there and see what happens. That's what I might do, because honestly, you know, when you get all these back together again, and all lit up, and you've got these leaves over here and all this viscous stuff, you're probably not even going to see that these are missing. But let me go dig. I might have something I can replace them with. Okay, now while everything is drying over here to the best of my ability, I'm reusing everything that I can. There's an old faded bread twister, and that was wrapped around the electric cord, and I'm going to reuse it. There's the old Bakelite plug. Now I'm going to take this old bread twister, and I'm just going to start. Let's see, where's the top? Oh, I flattened out all the leaves that are remaining. Here's the very top. Let me see. Okay. That's the, let me get it around here so you can see it. This is the top of the thing. Let's just take one end of this viscous stuff. I know you can't really see what I'm doing. I'm gonna push it through there. Sorry, I've got the bread twister in my mouth. Get in there. Of course, you're not going to do it now that you're on camera. Typical. Typical! Let's see, what on earth is that? Oh, that's the hook. Okay. I don't want to handle this too much because it is so fragile. But we're doing the best we can and we're working well. Okay. It's in there. Now. I'm going to have to... All right. Now the key is to take this mess and start twisting it through with trying to lose as little product, if you will, as possible, which is not easy because this business is all crumbling. But we're going to go... We'll go ahead and do this. I guess what I could do is let's bundle this up. That piece broke off. We'll see if we need it. And then we're just going to go through here and start twisting this old Visca. I need to go and see what Visca is made out of. It's probably asbestos. Watch me. No, I shouldn't say that. It's probably, I don't know what it is. It's old-fashioned stuff that most people would have just thrown this in the trash. But not I, said Chicken Little. Or not I, said somebody. Henny Penny. Oh no, who will help me shuck the corn? Not I, said the fox. Not I, said... There I go again. Run my mouth and my mind gets off on something else. And we're just going to go around and around, and I really don't care. I'm not measuring this. Jimmy crack corn, and I don't care. We're just doing it. And, come on now. Okay, well, let's go off camera, and then we'll come back, and you'll see the end result. But we still have to curl these little guys, and Mrs. Slocum and I have made an executive decision. And the executive decision is that any of these with a missing tooth or a missing petal, we're going to leave them like they are. I'm going to curl the things up. And I think when we get everything together and the lights in here and all that, I think it's going to be charming. I think it's going to look just fine. Now I'm going to take this old Firestone, not fountain pen, lead pencil, and I'm going to place it right here at the point of the, is that right? Let me think for a minute. No, it goes this way. We'll do it, yeah, we'll do it like that. And then take the foil. Oh boy. I don't know how they did this in the Japanese factory, but this, wait a minute, let me adjust. This is how I'm doing it here. Yeah, this way. We'll put this in here like this. And I'll fold these over. I don't know. Now this is the way they looked. Yeah, absolutely like that. Okay. Now my points. Yeah, that's it. I have to monkey with it a little bit. There we go. So that's the way they were originally. Am I in the camera? That's the way they looked originally. And then these get bent upward, and of course the light bulb sticks out in the middle here. So we're going to go all the way around the circle and just kind of fold these over. I don't want to pinch them too tightly because then they'll be too small. But I can always shove the pencil up in there and that will enlarge them. Okay. Not too bad. We'll go ahead and finish all of these. And this is going to take a hot minute, so we'll go ahead and speed the camera up again. And then when we come back, we'll have all of these curled, right? Let's do it. All right, there's the inside, which is gold. That's all curled. And now we'll do the red side. This is going to be a little tricky. I don't want to, oh boy, how am I going to do this? Well, you know what? Maybe I won't use that. Maybe I'll just try to go free form. Let's see. I think I have to bend these two up, but you can't bend it too much or it'll break right off of there. Let me just use my fingers. I imagine in the factory in Japan they had, I don't know if this was done by hand or if they had a machine that did it. Okay, there we go. See, can you see how that's going to look? All right, let's just keep going. We'll be back in a minute. Well, there is one completed star reflector, missing a tooth. Who knows? Someday I may come along and fashion something to put back there, but for the moment, we're just going to plow forward. You can see how delicate these are. Now let's see, what is it going to look like? Well, you just place it over top of the socket like that. And you take your little C, is that a C6.5? And you just, wait a minute. Nope, that's the wrong size bulb. Hold on for a second, I got the wrong size bulb. Be right back. Okay, we're back. Now, we'll put this in here, right like that. And the light bulb over the, well, let's get the light bulb through there first. Okay, now we'll very carefully screw this light bulb in. It is a miracle this thing has even survived in the condition that it is. It's in there. That's it. There's one. How about that? You don't even see that one little missing petal. And you know, the nice thing is I've got a box over there on the floor with a bunch of old silver leaves just like this, new unused old stock, whatever you call it. And so I'm going to replace a couple of those here and there, like we're missing some up here, and you'll never know. So there's one light bulb in there. I think these would probably be pushed up a little farther. Let's get these. Let me bend these up around. I know my hands are in the way. You'll see it when it's finished. But let's just bend these up there the best we can. And that's going to do it. So there's one. Now I'm just going to continue working my way around. And we'll have this baby looking good again. I hope so. Yep. Okay, good folk, here it is. Now I'll tell you, a couple of the little foil pieces didn't want to stay in place. I'm going to come back and monkey a little bit more later on when when I'm afforded the time so to do. But I have to tell you, so I went through all my light bulbs there, and so we've got a mint green and a blue, and there's orange and red and pink. Okay, that's as close as we're going to get to the factory in Japan sometime in the late 40s to very early 50s. These things are actually a little bit older than you might think. Now, I'm going to get it plugged in just a second. And I'll show you the one that I restored about 2 years ago. I don't remember. I think I might have paid about $5 for both of these. They were in such horrible condition. The lady was almost embarrassed to take my money. Nobody wanted to mess with them. But it's really rewarding to do something like this. Okay, so let me hang it up and plug it in, and we'll do the grand reveal. All right, it's down here on the floor. Let's take this old Bakelite plug, and I haven't tested it yet, so this will be a real letdown if we don't. You know what? It's going to light up. You know it is. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yes! There. Wait. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. We've got it. Okay, green and blue and orange and red and pink. Oh my word. Let's get it in the window. I'm so excited.